Hello, my name is Joel, and in this video I will be building a toolbox designed by Jesse DeGeest, a Canadian woodworker also known as the Samurai Carpenter. This project actually began many years ago, but since it's for myself, it has always been my last priority. Paying customers go first. The main body is made from bird cherry, hägg in Swedish or tuomi in Finnish. It's a lightweight wood, which is important since the tools going inside are many and quite heavy. Not to mention I have an abundance of hägg, about 2 cubic meters. It being soft is not a problem in my opinion. Marks are proof of use and experience. I bought all this lumber from a local sawyer and dried it in my own solar kiln. It feels good knowing that I am supporting local production. Trees like these usually meet a far worse fate, often ending up as firewood or wood chips. And I do understand why. It's a difficult wood to work with. It both chips and dents easily. However, if hardness is not essential for your project, I would still encourage you to give it a try. It is absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see the templates made from birch plywood. These are used with a router to replicate the shape precisely every time. The router cutter has a ball bearing that rides along the edge of the template, allowing for accurate cuts on the workpiece. The construction consists of mortise and tenons with added grooves, meaning all the pieces will interlock. No screws are used here. The tenons on the bottom and side pieces extend all the way through the gables. The mortises, or holes, are actually tapered toward the outside so that wedges can later lock the pieces together, ensuring they will never come apart. Since I haven't worked on this project in years, I have long forgotten the exact dimensions. To get everything right, I partially assemble all the pieces and mark the tenon placements directly from the mortises. It is a slow method, but a reliable one. challenge here is how to get proper joinery marked on a piece that is curved. To solve this, I use a standard water level as reference for straight. This ensures that the tenons remain parallel and correctly aligned with the mortises. You might notice the visible lines along the handle shape. Those are strips of wood that it was glued together from. This is called a bent lamination. While it would be possible to steam bend a piece of this size, it would be far too much effort for a toolbox. The finishing line is now in sight. I use a Shinto saw rasp for heavy carving and sand the rest smooth. I also do think some small carvings belong here. They feel just right. This part is without doubt my favorite. Putting aside rulers, calipers, and simply shaping wood by nothing but feel. Testing the handle now and then to see if it just feels right. If you try this at home, be warned, it is highly addictive. Oh, sorry about the angle. Now I am gluing together the toolbox, finally. It's a fairly stressful part because the glue freezes up easily, and if you haven't gotten the joinery in place in time, they can stick where they are, which is happy times. Also, these wedges can easily go sideways and leave dents in the gables, which they fortunately didn't do here, but still quite a lot of fiddling to do. For the finish, I use cold pressed raw linseed oil. Cheaper boiled linseed oils often contain various metals, which I prefer to avoid. An oil finish won't crack or peel like a film finish could, and it's also easy to reapply when needed. In my opinion, this is the best option for this application. Also, I do not care too much for protection because, as mentioned earlier, marks, dirt, it's all proof of